So today I'm going to try Kat Von D's Lock-It Foundation. My skin is already prepped and primed. I use, I should show you. To prime my skin, I use the Smashbox. I don't think I showed this in the other video. The Smashbox primer, and I use the same one pretty much every day. And then I also moisturize before, and I use different sunblocks too, depending on whether I need a heavier sunblock like in the summer, or if it's like winter, maybe I'll use a lighter one. Anyway, foundation. This is the color 56 medium. So I went to Sephora to get this, and I had them do it was like the skin thing where they put the thing up against your skin and it tells you what color you have. So this is the one that came up. I believe my color was 2I11. I'm not sure how accurate that was because I think it came out, this particular foundation actually comes out a little too light. See, you can already see it's like too light. But I'll put it on anyway because like I talked about yesterday or the other day, you can, any foundation that's the wrong color, you can fix it. So it's not to waste like the money. You know, you spend a lot of money on foundations, and once you get them, you can't really bring them back or anything. Let's see, I'm gonna use my mirror. This is way too light. So I don't know if the skin test, it was like in the sun or something. I mean, this foundation is way, way too light. I'm using a foundation brush today. And then I also have a buffing brush. So I'm going to try to buff that in. I used a little bit, I try to go light with the foundations that I know don't skin match. It's a little dark in here too. So if I know that the foundation is a color too light or too dark, I try to go extra light when I apply it. This is a full coverage foundation, so like I've got a couple of spots on my face. I don't know if you can see them because I already put the foundation on. Just like a couple of, I don't know. They're not moles, they're just like, I don't know, sunspots, maybe. Okay, so foundation's on. Actually, it buffs in pretty good. It's still too light though. I mean, I didn't bring it down to my neck, but it's definitely still too light. Okay, so you know what, if I open the blind, turn the highway, it's super sunny today. Maybe the coloring will show a little bit better. Okay. Actually, I think it made it too light in the background. Light needs to be in front of me, so I'm going to close that. Okay. Okay, so foundation's on. I buffed it in. These are Sephora brushes, by the way. So when I went to Sephora to buy the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation, the girl that did the color thing on me, she bought out this one saying it was a match. Like I said, it's in 56 medium. She said it was a match for my skin, and then as she put it in, she kind of used these brushes to just buff it in, and this foundation brush to put it on. Okay. And so that's why I ended up buying the brushes. Okay, so it actually doesn't look as light. It is too light, but when you buff it in, it doesn't look as bad as when, you know, I first put it on. Let's see. So I have two powders. This is a black Opal finishing powder in the color dark. So 04 dark. You can see that. Give the camera a second. Okay, maybe not. Anyway, it says 04 dark. And then I bought a lot of Bare Minerals foundations. This is a powder one. It's Golden Deep. W50. It's too dark. I'll do a video on that one at another time. But because this one is slightly too light, what I'll do is I'll put the slightly too dark on top of the slightly too light and see if I can get a good, okay. Just get some of that powder out. Okay. And this is another Sephora brush. It's just like a, so this one's also slightly red because I can already see it's turning my skin a little red. And that was kind of the problem I had with the other Bare Minerals foundation, is it came out too red. So I definitely have more of a golden undertone. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this lightly over because I don't want it to be too red. And then it'll look like I've got like a, it'll look too much like a mask, I guess, like a face mask. You don't want your makeup to look like fake face mask. Okay, so that doesn't look too bad. Doesn't look too bad. And I don't use concealer, at least I don't currently use concealer. I might start a series on different concealers, but because I'm having such a hard time finding the perfect foundation to match my skin, I figured I would just focus on foundations. So that's pretty much the full application. Like, I didn't use the black Opal finishing powder only because I feel like the Bare Minerals did a pretty good job. I will throw some finishing powder on here just to make sure everything sets. Like I stated before, I do have very oily skin and I don't want. Okay, so everything's set. Yeah, and I did my eye makeup before. I forgot to mention that. I did my eye makeup before. Usually I try to do foundation first and then I'll do eye makeup last and lip. But I did the eye makeup first today. And this is a new lip paint. It's Tarte. I think it's a holiday color. It's Bestie. It's a nice neutral. It might be a little too light. It almost looks like it between the, it's almost too light. I think I needed a lip liner with it. I feel like it blends in with the foundation. So, let's see. There's a lip liner. It's Chestnut by MAC. Oh, and this lip paint, it dries super fast because I'm trying to blend it in with the lip liner and it's already dried, so I might have to put a little more on to make it look right. Anyway, this is, like I said, Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. It is the color 56. I feel like the color 56 is too light. It is the middle of winter. I feel like as the sun comes out in the summer, like this is going to be way too light. But it's kind of expensive, so it's not something that I'm going to, waste. I will continue to use it and just, because I've got so many foundations that are either too dark, too light, just not the right color. I'll just continue to mix and match my foundations to make it. I mean, now that it's done, it actually, to me, looking in the mirror, it looks fine. But when I first put it on, it was just way too light. It was like 2 or 3 shades lighter. Like I probably needed like a 64. I don't know how the numbers go, but I probably needed a much deeper color. I feel like this is too much in the middle, like too much of a medium. Like middle, they have the lights, the mediums, the darks. I feel like I needed like a darker color. This is too much in the medium range, the middle range, and I feel like I'm much more on the darker end. So I'm not sure how accurate the Sephora's color, I forgot what it's called, color fix or color effects is, but if you've had it done and it worked, let me know, because I might actually go back and have it done. in a couple months, like after I've been out in the sun a little bit, just to see if I get a similar number or a different number. At the same time, they also gave me another foundation that actually matches perfectly spot on. It was also part of the 2x11, but I'm just curious as to if other people have had that color selection done at Sephora. I know MAC does it completely different, and I had them give me a different foundation. They gave me the NC47, but that was before I bought the NC55 powder foundation. But I believe tomorrow I'm going to try an all powder foundation because I don't have any liquid foundation that matches me spot on, other than like some of the drugstore brands like L'Oreal and Infallible. They only have maybe like 10 or so of these, so it's a lot easier to find one in your shade range. This again is also a full coverage foundation, and I do use it when I have special occasions. I don't use it on every day. I've had this one for quite a while, so not sure if they have an expiration. I know foundations, you shouldn't keep them for more than a year, I believe, so it might be coming up on my 1-year anniversary for this one. So anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.